Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties. There was a media timeout. SNU leads 63-57. Graham's got it here, looking cross court, tipped by Kenkenpaw. Kept alive here, staying down with the Wonder Boys.
And you're looking for that skip pass to Crusader, who once again can be a weapon from beyond the arc. All of his points have come from downtown.
So Justin Graham on the drive, kicks it back out. Crusader back over to Brandon Williams for three, off the mark. Brandon Williams has struggled 1 for 5 shooting from three-point range for him. So SNU looking to build on this lead. Top of the key, Jonathan Dunn. Kenkenpaw on the drive. Nice finish with the left hand. So it's an 8-point lead now. Flip back up the other way. Lufiel, man, tough finish. Got it to go. Benny Lufiel, 7 points, 11 rebounds. Now make it 12. As L.B. Willis checks back in for Kenkenpaw. And back in the game comes Trayvon Woods for Arkansas Tech. So here's Lufiel. 1 of 3 at the line this afternoon. Now make it 1 of 4, and the Wonder Boys collect another offensive rebound. On the drive, Montrell Williams fouled and won. You know head coach Adam Bohosh is not happy after that offensive rebound on a free throw.
Indeed he's not. I mean, Bohosh is a fiery guy just by himself, but if you throw in one of those that he so preaches in practice that he needs to take care of, then he'll explode.
So Williams at the line, off on his free throw, and another offensive rebound. Jonathan Dunn back the other way. A foul is called. Top of the key. So after the foul, SNU's got it. After the offensive rebound given up before, we had a little bit of a laugh as we heard our PA announcer. Didn't know the microphone was on. As Jonathan Dunn hits a three-pointer. 68-61. For those that might recognize that PA voice, it's Mr. Kep Keppel. He's been doing broadcasting football games for a little while. Three-pointer back the other way. It's Montrell Williams. But nonetheless, we were laughing. He had the microphone on, and he said no after that offensive rebound. He was just as depressed as we were. Didn't know the microphone was on. 68-64. SNU leads here. Under 6 to play. Starkey with the right hand, no good. Trayvon Woods, the board. So here comes Justin Graham. Kicks it inside to Lufiel with the two-handed jam. So Benny Lufiel, 9 points, 13 rebounds, and that's going to lead to a timeout on the floor. It's 68-66. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back here inside the Sawyer Center. 5:29 left in the ball game. SNU currently holding on to a 2-point lead. Arkansas Tech has come back firing here in the last couple minutes. All thanks to Benny LaFille, who has dominated the glass all game with 13 rebounds. Up to 9 points. Jonathan Dunn on the drive. Good aggressive move, and he draws contact and will head to the free throw line. This will be Jonathan Dunn's first trip to the line this afternoon. He comes in as an 80% free throw shooter. The true freshman. Good on the first. Kankenpaw comes back in for C.J. White as Jonathan Dunn, the freshman from San Antonio, Texas, just one of those guys that head coach Adam Bohash raved about coming into this season, said he was going to make an immediate impact on this team, and man, has he ever. 17, now make it 18 points for Dunn to lead the way scoring. It's a 4-point lead. On the drive, they try to find LaFille. Willis steals it. Here he comes the other way. Takes it on the drive, blocked out of bounds, and I think he was looking for a foul. Nonetheless, it'll stay with the Crimson Storm as Micah Spate comes back in, replacing L.B. Willis. Off the inbounds, Jonathan Dunn tries a three, in and out. Tipped out of bounds, will stay with the Crimson Storm. SNU shooting 45% from the field. Arkansas Tech shooting 43%. Off the lob to Starkey. Right hand no good. LaFille, a strong 14th rebound. Three-point attempt by Prusator, no good. Jonathan Dunn back the other way. Up with the right. Starkey finishes with the two-handed slam putback.
Now that's the Noah Starkey we've been looking for.
Crusader back the other way for three, and man, John, you just can't leave him open.
Once again, I was touching on it just a little bit earlier. A dunk is big, and it sends a shockwave through a hometown crowd, but a three for the visitors kind of quiets that immediately.
15 points for Crusader, all on three-pointers as Starkey battles the other way. No good. Kankenpaw will reset. Portley will try a three. No good. And Kankenpaw doing the hard, dirty work. Nearly gets another steal as, I think we got a whistle here that I think that official over there thought that Chad Klein wanted a timeout, but so nonetheless, I think it's going to be they're just going to rule an immediate timeout instead. So with 3:52 remaining, our final media timeout of the game, SNU leading the Wonder Boys 72-69. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back here inside the Sawyer Center. 72-69. Crimson Storm holding on to this lead. Arkansas Tech has actually outscored SNU in the second half, 36-34. Justin Graham with it to Crusader, Trayvon Woods. Now here's Montrell Williams, splits the double team. Off the miss, it's Benny LaFille. And there's his double-double, 11 points, 14 rebounds. And it's a one-point game here. Now scratch that, 15 rebounds for LaFille. And we got another nail-biter. We had one in the women's game, and now another one here for the men. Portley gets around his defender on the baseline, and they're going to call a foul. 6-team foul for the Wonder Boys. So every foul here on out will result in free throws, as SNU already over the limit themselves. The foul was on Crusader. 3 minutes to go. Willis will set things up. Portley on the drive. Finds Kankenpaw in the corner. Tries a three. Off the mark, no good. Williams rebounds. Back the other way comes Justin Graham. The spin move up with the right, and it's blocked. What a heck of a play from Noah Starkey.
He's had a quiet night, Tanner, so, I mean, right now is when they need him more than ever, and he just showed up in a big way on the defensive end.
I want to tell that drummer down there to look out. He almost hit the drummer right in the head on that block, the band down there. So on the spin move is Williams. No good. There's a battle for it. Willis collects it. Back the other way in transition to Jonathan Dunn, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Head coach Adam Boash not happy with the call. Offensive foul on LB Willis. That's one of those, John, it's just so tough to call in transition. Willis's second foul. So tough to judge whether or not he was actually set. Justin Graham with it here. They trailed by one. 2:19 to play, and we got an offensive foul on the Wonder Boys. Number 30, Trayvon Woods. That's his third personal foul.
And that will put Arkansas Tech over the limit. So now we got a bonus going both ways. It's gonna come down to the wire once again here in Bethany.
See if SNU chooses to be a little bit more aggressive here and drive in trying to draw fouls. Portley to Kankenpaw, who tries a three. No good. Dunn battles for the rebound. Crusader comes up with it. Under 2 to play. Williams on the lift fake. The little floater with the left. No good. Kankenpaw rebounds. So we have entered crunch time here. Under 2 to play, and it's a 1-point game. Got some early March excitement here at the start of December. Blocking foul at the top of the key on Montrell Williams. Deshon Portley will have free throws. So that's Williams' second personal.
Portley's 1 for 1 on the night from the charity stripe, finishing off the N1 play earlier in the first half, so trying to add to that total.
13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for Portley. Now make it 14 points as Alex Brown checks back in for Arkansas Tech, replacing Trayvon Woods. It is a 2-point lead for SNU. Good on the second. Head coach Adam Boash telling his defense to lock down here. They got a 3-point lead with 1:30 to play. Student section coming alive on the drive from Graham. Brown tries a corner three. LaFille gets the offensive rebound, back out to Williams. No good. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Graham. He's going to try a three. No good, and Starkey with a big defensive rebound, his 5th. So here we go, 1 minute to go. A 3-point lead for SNU. Boash drawing something up over there. Here comes Starkey on the screen. Portley for three. Bang! Deshon Portley gives the Storm a 6-point lead. So Graham comes quickly. Prusader tries a three. Off the mark, no good. LaFille lands right in his lap, and he puts it in. That was Benny LaFille's 18th rebound, 13 points. We're going to keep it right here. 38 seconds to go. 4-point lead. How big of a shot was that, John?
Right there by Deshon Portley. That sent this place into a frenzy. That's a huge shot by Deshon Portley. Sends the game into at least a double-digit, a two-possession game. And then a shot right there down on the other end of the floor. That rebound that kind of bounced around ended up into the hands of a Wonder Boy. That is exactly what's been killing SNU all night, are those just bouncing around at rebounds. SNU hasn't been able to corral any of those just in this game, and it's ended up paying dividends for Arkansas Tech, who's been able to convert, and that's a big reason why they're in this. And you said it, 18 rebounds for LaFille. I mean, and plus you add 13 points for him. I mean, that's just domination on the glass. So SNU going to have to pull up some big defensive rebounds right here.
So Portley, that was his third made three-pointer in this ball game. And so now we're seeing some full court pressure from the Wonder Boys. You would assume here that they're going to try to get a quick steal, and if that is unsuccessful, they're going to quickly foul.
Now, my personal opinion, Arkansas Tech should not have been going for those three-pointers in their previous possessions. There's nothing wrong with driving it to the basket, getting a quick 2 points when you're only down by 3 points.
And so Jonathan Dunn just dribbles around in the front court there. So he is fouled with 30.5 remaining, and he will go back to the free throw line where he is 2 for 2. 18 points, 7 rebounds for the true freshman, as Noah Starkey comes back in, replacing Micah Spate. So getting Starkey back in there for defensive purposes. Dunn good on the first. And I'll tell you, he might be a true freshman, but watching him play here in these first couple games, I mean, he has got the maturity of a junior or senior.
Indeed, he does. And that's the scary thing, Tanner. You said it. Scarily enough, he's a true freshman. That will give GAC opponents nightmares for years to come.
6-point lead here after the made 2 free throw attempts. Williams no good, and Starkey is fouled on the defensive rebound, and that may do it. Starkey collects his 6th rebound, and he's fouled by Benny LaFille, his 4th. So Starkey will go to the free throw line, where he is just a 48% free throw shooter, 17 for 35.
Now, if Arkansas Tech wanted anybody on the line, it would be Starkey, as you're saying he's only shooting 48 from the charity stripe.
Off on the first, there in the double bonus, so he gets 2 free throws. As Trayvon Woods comes back in for Benny LaFille. It's a 6-point lead. And if you're head coach Adam Bohash here, you don't want to give up a 3. He's good on the second. C.J. White comes back in for Starkey. Can the Crimson Storm do it here? Can they hold on and win a second consecutive game, something that head coach Adam Bohash has been stressing they need to do? 3-point attempt by Williams. Off the mark, no good. Dunn rebounds. He is just going to dribble it out. And that is going to do it. The Crimson Storm are going to take this one by a final score of 80-73. Currently now riding a 2-game win streak. The Crimson Storm will be off this weekend for the rest of this weekend, and will be back in action here inside the Sawyer Center. They'll be back inside the Sawyer Center Tuesday against Oklahoma Christian. I'm too busy trying to get ahead of myself to repeat the final score of 80-73.
And you're right, Tanner. They're done with GAC tournament. With the GAC play until we come back from December break. So they have a game this upcoming Tuesday right against Oklahoma Christian, and then they have a Friday game at 10. They have a 10-day break after that game against Oklahoma Christian to play Central Oklahoma. So and then we go and celebrate Christmas and New Year's, and then they'll be back in action at Arkansas Monticello on the 5th of January.
So just some final stats here. Jonathan Dunn finishes the game with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, while Deshon Portley finishes 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He also hit 3 3-pointers. LB Willis had 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Not only did Deshon Portley end up with 18 points, he also had the biggest shot of the game, in my opinion. That shot right there with just under a minute to go basically sent this game into the grave. It closed out the game. From then on, it was just a matter of keeping the defense up and making sure that nothing idiotic happened on SNU's side of the ball.
Arkansas Tech was led by Montrell Williams, who finished with 27 points. He had 17 at half, and so SNU did a great job of battling back in the second half and containing Williams. Benny LaFille had 13 points. They actually took a rebound away from him, so he finished with 16 rebounds, but nonetheless, heck of a game by Benny. And Justin Graham really didn't get a lot of credit for his play at the point guard. 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists for Justin Graham. The Wonder Boys shoot 38% from the field. SNU shoots 42% and finishes off the ball game with a victory. They move to, I believe, 3-1 in the conference, 4-4 overall, while Arkansas Tech drops to 2-2 in the conference, 4-1 overall. And as you said, John, it's their final game in the GAC until after Christmas break. Couple of non-conference games upcoming. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Cheyenne Reynolds, who will have an interview with the player of the game, as well as head coach Adam Bohash. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com.
Welcome back to SNU Athletics. I'm here with Deshon Portley, player of the game. Congrats, Deshon.
Thank you.
So you had 18 points, 3 rebounds, arguably had the biggest shot at the end of the game. What set you up for that play?
No, honestly, it was just the trust of my teammates and my coach. They all looked at me and they wanted me to take that shot. So I'm just proud I could step up for them.
All right. And so what do you feel you and your team need to work on preparing for the non-conference games next week?
I feel like we just we need to maintain, just keep. We had some lapses on defense, rebounding too. I feel like if we clean that up. I feel like we can play with anybody here in the country.
Absolutely. So thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on SNU Athletics with Coach Bohaj.
Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Tanner Stiles here with head coach Adam Bohaj. Coach, big win here. You stressed the other night about how important it was for you guys to get back to getting some momentum and really winning 2 in a row. Talk about how big that of a win this was tonight. Now 2 big conference wins in a row.
Yeah, it was great to protect home court, and I was really proud of the guys because we didn't have great energy, and maybe that's 3 games in a week or a Saturday afternoon with nobody in the gym or whatever it was. And we had several chances that first half to totally get off course, and I thought we did the opposite. I thought we kind of righted the ship and got back to playing our way. And then we've had several games, as you know, Tanner, this year that in the second half we've had leads late and watched that thing shrink and then eventually go away. And I was really proud of our resolve, and outside of one maybe tough call there or bad play in transition where we ran over a guy, I thought we were really solid the last 3 minutes of the game. And that proved to be the difference, and Deshon Portley was a huge reason why. He was outstanding today.
How do you feel like the defense did in the second half against Williams, who had a big, strong first half, 17 points, just 10 in the second half? What do you feel like was the key reason for you guys kind of containing him?
Yeah, the only thing we did good on him, and it was important, was we kept him off the foul line. He got his 27, but it took 27 shots to do it, and we didn't let him shoot any free throws. And as you can see, he is ultra-talented and a very, very good player, and he's surrounded by good players, so you just can't pay all your attention to him. And so I was proud of the job we did there. If we could have rebounded a few more of the misses, we would have had a chance maybe to stretch that a little bit, but we got just enough rebounds and to come out on top.
So now last GAC game now before Christmas break. 2 couple non-conference games next week against Oklahoma Christian, and then the following Friday against UCO. What do you feel like you guys can work on in those games to kind of get you ready for GAC play back after Christmas break?
Yeah, we're excited to practice again and a chance to get better. We know that Oklahoma Christian is going to be a handful. They have just an outstanding player. Maybe the best post player in the state in terms of all levels. He's definitely in that discussion. He's a tremendous player, and they play really hard, and so we'll have our hands full on Tuesday, but excited to get back at it and get to work.
We'll be looking forward to it on Tuesday. Once again, SNU takes this one 80-73. They'll be back in action next Tuesday night against Oklahoma Christian right here on SNUathletics.com. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night, everybody.